Hi guys, welcome back. In the last video, we discussed about launching ActiveMQ with Docker container. Okay, so in this video, we'll discuss about how we can integrate Apache Camel with ActiveMQ. Okay, so if you are not saw the last video, please go and watch that. Okay, so there basically how to launch the ActiveMQ and how the UI will show for ActiveMQ, how to create the queue. So all the definitions I explained there. Okay, for short actually, so you need to install the Docker. Okay, so after installing, you can double click this and it will open a nice window for you. Okay, so then you can go to your command prompt, and this is the first command to pull that MQ ActiveMQ. Okay, then this is the second command to run the ActiveMQ in your Docker image. Okay, so after running, you can go and see the browser, right? So this is the ActiveMQ URL 8161 localhost. Okay, so there we created the test MQ. Okay, so this is what we done in the last video. So now we are going to discuss how we can send some messages to ActiveMQ and how we can basically receive the ActiveMQ messages. Okay, as of now, okay, so if you see that we have 0 messages as of now, right? No, we have 1 messages, right? So if you can see here, we sent 1 message. Okay, so number of pending messages 1. Okay, how we can consume that, I mean how we can receive that. Okay, let's see that in the coding wise. Apache Camel, let me go to Apache Camel. Okay, so let me go and create a new route. Hold on. So before doing that, okay, so what I need to do, I need to tell Apache Camel that, okay, I'm going to use a new component called ActiveMQ. So Apache Camel don't have ActiveMQ by default. Okay, so if you see that earlier we discussed about bean, file, all that component by default Apache Camel is having. Okay, but ActiveMQ he don't have. Apache Camel doesn't have the ActiveMQ component. Okay, by default. So what basically we need to do, we need to add a dependency for that. So just I'm copying the Camel Spring Boot starter dependency. Okay, just copy and paste that because we need to use the same version and everything. Okay, so what I'm doing, so I need to add the dependency for ActiveMQ. Okay, nothing need to worry about it. So instead of this Spring Boot, right, remove that and mention that ActiveMQ. That's all. This is the dependency. Okay, so okay, maybe let me put it, sorry, let me put it here. Okay, ActiveMQ, whatever, that is also fine. Okay, still I'm keeping in the down. Okay, so once I done that, it will automatically download the related jars. If you see that, okay, so it is downloading the related jar related to ActiveMQ. Okay, now our component is ready to integrate with ActiveMQ. Okay, now let me go and create a new class. Okay, so maybe let me say as ActiveMQ receiver route. Okay, let me, the same way we need to extend the route. Okay, route builder, let me extend that as well. Okay, so let me click finish. Okay, so now we are ready with that. Let me inject this as my component into Spring Boot. Okay, so that my Spring Boot understand that, okay, so this is also one of the component for this guy. Okay, so other route components I disabled. Okay, so that this is the only one component I can see at the time of running the application. Okay, so now we are ready with that. Let me do the direct coding. Okay, so how basically we can do it out to receive the MQ messages, right? So from, okay, so this is the place where we need to receive the message, right? For that, what basically we can do, I'm just giving ActiveMQ colon, okay, and I'm giving the MQ name. What is the MQ name we created? Test MQ, right? So let me give the test MQ. Okay, so this is the code to receive the message. Okay, then let me log it out. So this one, let's see how it is logging. Okay, so let me give the log. Okay, so let me give the log receiving messages. Okay, from MQ, right? So this is the receiving message, how it should looks like. So how we can mention the body, right? Okay, I'm just mentioning the body. So after I receive the message, I'm just trying to print the, okay, I'm trying to print the body of the message, what we give it as in the body. So you can see that. Otherwise, let's do it again. Okay, no, nothing to worry about it. Let's try to run this program. Let's see that console clearly. Okay, so as of now, okay, you can see that only one route was there. Okay, it is started. Okay, so connected with the localhost started. Okay, so ActiveMQ was connected, that's fine. So started first camel, but it is not receiving any messages. Why? ActiveMQ. Okay, so test MQ, this is the queue name. Okay, that's fine. Why still not receiving any message? Let me go and refresh here. Okay, let me send to one message. Let me try to send to some messages. Testing. Okay, send to test MQ. Okay, so it is not receiving any messages. What's wrong in our code? Okay, so what we done mistake is that actually, so we are getting the message here, but we are not able to consume the message because we are not mentioned the ActiveMQ broker URL. Basically, we need to give the URL in the application.properties. Okay, so that it knows that from where I need to pick the messages, right? So for that, spring.activemq.broker URL. So this is the URL. Okay, so let me give the URL, maybe TCP. As of now, it is our localhost to localhost. Okay, so if you see that when we are running active, so we got the port as 61616, right? If you see the last video, you know about this, right? So I'm just giving a spring ActiveMQ broker URL and TCP localhost 616. Okay, so once I give it, you can see the down, right? So we can see the logs. So this is just for testing. So this is the first message we give it in the last video itself. So this is the new message I gave it, right? So let me clear the logs. Okay, let's try to push some more messages. If I refresh here, you can see the 0 messages. Okay, number of consumer, one guy is consuming, right? So message encrypt 2. Okay, that's fine. Let me try to send one more message. Okay, send to one more message. What I'll go, welcome to Tech Bus Blogs. Okay, let me give this message. You can see here, as of now the log is empty. Once I click this send, you can see here, see log receiving message, welcome to Tech Bus Blogs. Okay, so we can able to receive the message using this Apache Camel with one line of code, maybe small configuration like a broker URL we just configured, and we done the property dependency added for ActiveMQ, right? So after that, you can directly adding this line, you can able to see the messages coming or not to this MQ, and you can log the message. So this is the only one line of code which is helping us to receiving the message, right? So hope you understood how to receive the message, right? Let's see how to send the message then. Okay, so let me go and create one more router here to send the message. Okay, to send the message to MQ. As of now, how we are sending the message to MQ using this URL, right? So directly sending to here, we are clicking and we are adding here and we are clicking send, so that the message is reaching to this queue, the test MQ. Now what basically I am going to do, I am going to send the message via my application. Okay, so let me create a class. Okay, so ActiveMQ sender route. Okay, so this is to send the messages from my side. Okay, so let me again, obviously I need to do the route builder. Okay, so let me click on finish. Okay, so I'm just stopping my server. Okay, as of now. So yeah, so let me inject this as a component. So these are all the steps we need to do to set up the route. Okay, so now how basically we can send, let me create a timer first of all. Okay, so this is let me create a first timer. So you know about timer. If you are not, please watch my earlier videos. Okay, so test just a sample timer. Okay, so the period I'm giving is every 5 seconds. Okay, let me give it as 10 seconds. Okay, so every 10 seconds this timer will send some messages. What messages I need to send? So the messages I need to set body as, okay, so what is the message I need to, so simple text message I'm going to give it at. Okay, simple welcome message, welcome to, okay, so this is a very simple welcome message. To where, to whom I need to give, I need to give to ActiveMQ colon, our MQ name is TestMQ, so this is the MQ name, right? Okay, so once you start the server, so every 10 seconds, okay, so every 10 seconds my timer will run and it will pick a send, it will create a body and it will send to TestMQ, so this message. So obviously this class will take care of sending message. So my another class, another component is there. Okay, so another route, so where I am trying to receive the message from this from route. Okay, let's try to run this class and try to see that. Okay, okay, so now you can see here. Okay, so receiving the message, welcome to tech, this is the message I gave here, right, in the center. Yes, so every 10 seconds, see, this guy is sending the message. Every 10 seconds this guy is sending the message. My receiver route is every 10 seconds it is receiving the message and it is printing that. Okay, so this is, you can see here the total route also. You should see that total 2 routes started to. One is TestMQ. Okay, so that is what this is what the route TestMQ, and the another one is test one is my sender route. This is the test route. So this is for the timer. Okay, so total 2 routes. Every 10 seconds you can see the logs, right? Automatically sender is sending the message and receiver is receiving the message. So I'm just revising. So first step, we need to add the POM dependency for the ActiveMQ. Okay, so do the same version, whatever Apache Camel core version you are using. Okay, do the same version. Okay, so that you will not face any issues maybe. Okay, so then the second step, you need to do the your broker configuration. Okay, in the properties file, then you can directly write the 2 components. One is for sender and one is for receiver. Maybe obviously in your application, obviously you need to consume or you need to produce. Maybe another application will do the sender and receiver. I'm just keeping the same application itself 2 classes to send and receive that. Okay, so hope you understood how Apache Camel is working with ActiveMQ, right? Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.